Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is enjoying. Their Saturday morning, wherever you are, and being the public holiday here in Australia. I'm just taking a full advantage of talking. Hope everyone is enjoying. Their taking the benefit of this, the time frame that we have public holidays, a public holiday option, and we can talk with our friendly pharmacist who were being engaged with me in past many years and in different ways. And some of them are KAPS pass, some of them are those who got jobs or who attended webinars, got service, or who are working with me. So there are plenty of different variety of pharmacists that I'm trying to showcase their story, especially their story that actually going to inspire you. And when you get inspiration, you get motivation and you move, so you can take action. So that's the main purpose of this podcast, or I would say a Zoom meeting or interview. But this is very important that you come on board and listen. Especially today, Shahbaz. Shahbaz is from Lahore. He passed his exam quite a long time back, and during the COVID time, he got stuck. When he got stuck, obviously, stuck mean that visa options or flying to Australia was not possible. And when it wasn't possible, then obviously that that time frame where Shahbaz was in Pakistan and looking forward to get some sort of that someone can sponsor him, or at that time the visas were not really easy, and he came into contact with me, and now he's working in Australia. So this is the great story. You must listen. And he's here with the family, with 2 kids and a wife, and wife is also working in some other businesses. So great story, especially about promoting the idea that jobs are here, right? Jobs are here in Australia, and you need to believe the process. You need to trust the process. That when we say trust the process, that these things are happening right in Australia, and you can also be part of part of this process, which probably can help you and your family to settle in Australia, to become pharmacists. But the main goal is not just to settle in Australia. My main goal for all of this process that I'm doing voluntary, I actually pushing pharmacists to come to work in Australia, either from Pakistan or from India or from Middle East or from African countries or from European countries or Asian countries. The main reason is that there is quite a big I would say that vacant area where you can, or anyone can, become part and contribute. And when you contribute to the society, you get acknowledged. And when you get acknowledged, and if you work hard, you grow. And when you grow, you become a leader. You become an entrepreneur. You create opportunities for others. So this is the main goal. There is no shortcut for this process. There is no shortcut. When I say no shortcut, I mean that you can be part of this learning process and become an example for future time, when you will grow, when in next 10 years, when you will come to in a position where you will be providing jobs, when you will become an entrepreneur, when you will contributing to the economy in Australia, and your network will be contributing back to Pakistan economy. So that's something which, or overseas economy, not only just Pakistani, because I'm not serving just Pakistani, I'm serving every other nationality. I'm not consigned, but because I'm from Pakistan, I have a special heart for Pakistanis, right? Although I live in Pakistan for 28 years since I was born, and I'm here from last 31 years. Just anyone who doesn't know me, I just share a small 10-20 points about me, about my introduction. please watch it and try to understand it, and because that is very important for you to know me, right? Why I'm doing this all. So you need to understand the process. You need to know me first, and you need to trust the process. Otherwise, you will think a lot of stuff. You may think there may be some hidden agenda behind, or some YouTube channel promotion, or blah blah blah, everything. But there's nothing like that. Okay, so I'll just wait for Shahbaz to log in, and I'll just wait so we can talk with Shahbaz, and Shahbaz will tell his story. This is a 10-15 minute chat that I have planned with a lot of people. A lot of people say, yes, I will do. And look, when we see other person talking, then we believe our trust level go up. If I keep talking alone and saying that I have done that, I have done that, I have done that, that actually not really important for someone. They may think that, oh, I'm just promoting myself, but it's not like that. I'm just promoting the idea. Okay. And this is something very important. I'll just give me a second. I'll just check where Shahbaz is. Let me just message him. And okay. Meanwhile, I'll play a small video while we're waiting for Shahbaz. That what is the KAPS oral exam processes. I have a very nice video here, which I can share, which actually give you an idea of how the exam, the process. Okay, and KAPS in Pakistan, guild presentation. There is the MP4 file. Let me see KAPS in Pakistan. Okay, I can't see anything. No, it's there. I just need to find that clip. But anyhow, we have recorded 7 different videos yesterday, and some of them have very, very encouraging stories. Make sure that you have spare 1 hour and watch everything which we circulated yesterday. Don't just leave that for YouTube to keep it. Use it. All right, use it. You watch a lot of dramas, you watch a lot of videos on Facebook. Use this time and use it, especially which can benefit you, which can create an environment around you. And think about that. You are in Australia. If you make a decision right now that you're going to be in Australia, just pretend that as if you are in Australia. Start watching stuff, everything related to pharmacy field in Australia. Watch Pharmacy Guild YouTube channel. Watch ABC News, Australian television news channel, so you can start understanding the Australian accent. Start watching Australian movies. Maybe you can understand English more easily, because when we come here in Australia, I know that, I have experienced that we cannot understand 100% what the other person is saying, because they say in a different way. They're speaking in English, but their English is not easy for you to understand, to grab. That your ear can hear the English, but that conversion into your mind is not happening. So why? Because you never come across that accent, and the words will be different. So that's something you need to fix right now. If you do it now, before you're arriving in Australia in next 12 months, and if you keep doing it, you will get maximum benefit in your communication skills. And the pharmacist, communication skill is the number one tool number one tool, right? And pharmacists talk with other people. And if you love talking people, that's the right job. I know that we have a small conversation with one of the pharmacists where she think that she can come on industry, but industry work is very limited here. I have not come across many jobs. So I'll just call and see, where is Shahbaz? Can you please connect now? Okay, he's saying waiting. Okay, but he was saying he was ready 5 minutes ago. Okay, let's see. If okay. I have that live YouTube chat going on. If anyone has a question, please write your question. I can answer that question as well while I'm doing interview. Or if you have any question live with Shahbaz, you can put in the YouTube live your question, and also we can discuss your question as well. This is something extra that we can do today, but I have limited time. Okay, Shahbaz is logging in with his phone, Vivo V2111. So let's see if we can move Vivo out and put Shahbaz's name. That will be very easy process for him, and I think that will be more appropriate for our listener, because when we come on camera, make sure you have your name visible on Zoom chat, so other person. Because if you go into any meeting like Zoom meeting with Pakistan Embassy or any other meeting with Pharmacy Guild, everyone prefer to see your name. Who are you? Because introduction is first thing in those kind of conversation. People need to know you. People need to understand. So Shahbaz, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir. I'm fine. How are you?
Yes, Shahbaz, you need to be on camera, please, and you need, if you can modify your Zoom name to your name, that will be much appreciated.
Yes, sir. Sure. Sir, I'm just looking to rename this one.
Yes. If you rename and save it, that will be much okay for your future meeting as well. If you're joining any Zoom meeting, your name will be saved there.
Yes.
Or you can create a free Zoom, that Zoom ID as well later on, but you can change the screen name easily. Are you logging from your camera or your laptop?
Sir, no, yeah, from my mobile phone. I'm logging from my mobile phone.
Okay. So you need to hold the camera, because do you have a stand where you can put the camera on a stand?
Sir, I can hold it at a display. Just looking to add my name.
Okay. What about laptop? Do you have a laptop which you can use for this purpose, or is not really good?
Sir, I just got also a new laptop, but it's there's a baby's just put the water on the laptop, so it's not working right now.
Oh my God. Okay.
I have to just rename it. My name. Can you guide how I can add my name?
In the Zoom setting, I think there is an option there. If you see in the Zoom
Setting, okay.
And you can put your camera in a horizontal shape. Maybe that will be much, or is it not working good?
No, it's I can put it like that.
Oh yes, that's beautiful. Okay? That's beautiful. Yes, you don't have to worry, and you can be a little bit closer, because you looks a little bit far from the desk. If you can come closer, maybe come closer, bring the camera closer, that will be perfect. I think that's fine. Leave the name. We know you are Shahbaz. That's fine.
Yes.
शहबाज आप कितने अरसे से ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हैं?
Sir, I am here from the last 8 months.
Wow, okay, 8 months. And first of all, congratulations that you have started the KAPS process long time back, and now you're in Australia. That's amazing. Many people are still dreaming about it. So you have achieved quite a lot as compared to any other pharmacist and you can be an example or aspirant example for others who are actually watching this podcast. I know there are a few people watching, and there will be more watching after some time because it's early morning time in Pakistan or in Middle East. Shahbaz, the main purpose for this conversation or discussion is that we can tell, or you can tell any good points which can be useful for other who are going to be starting the journey, or in your process, you have come across a long way, especially working in pharmacy, getting the jobs. You can tell more as compared to any other KAPS pass person. So that's something you can share. You can tell your story, how you're going to narrate it can be useful. So let's start from you. You can introduce yourself and carry on. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Yes, I am Shahbaz Ahmed Khan, working currently as a Aussie discount chemist. I am currently located in Cooper Beatty, South Australia. Yes. So I am first of all very thankful to Sir Irfan for providing me with the sponsorship and the opportunity to work over here with his group. That's a magnificent people, very cooperative and friendly people. So it's going very good. There's a great learning opportunity working over there with Sir Irfan.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so about the journey, yes, I passed my CAP exams long ago, just before COVID, and definitely then there was a COVID issue right now in 2022, like that. So things got delayed to arrive here. But meanwhile, I connected with Sir Irfan and requested him for the employer sponsor visa, which he kindly agreed to sponsor me. And definitely due to COVID, it took time. But as soon as the COVID restriction resolved, I got my visa and arrived here. So that was a tough period when there was a COVID and the visa restriction issues. But I was in contact with Sir Irfan, and it was a great humble gesture from me that he kept on continue with me. Rather, I know that it's very difficult for him or any employee that waiting for someone from overseas, and it's take around 1.5 years to connect it, stay and waiting for someone. So, but he is very kind person, and he stayed and still offered me the sponsorship. So that was a tough period, but
no,
yes,
welcome.
yes,
I think that was, I think in your case, it was a long time that immigration department took long time for granting the process and the visa as compared to nowadays. So that's something which you need to explain, that the long wait, how you were feeling when you were sitting in Pakistan and waiting for your visa for 1.5 years just for sponsorship case, where sponsorship case these days take only 2 months. As you know, other pharmacies are coming very quick. And also you need to define about sponsorship, because people don't know what is mean by sponsorship. People think that sponsorship mean that an Australian company will pay for the KAPS fee, will pay for the exam fee, and pay for everything for. Is it true? Because yesterday I received few inquiries that, sir, you do a sponsorship, I want you to do my sponsorship. I said, okay, what do you understand by sponsorship? And she said, this means that you will pay for my fee as well, for exam fee and everything. I said, it doesn't mean like that. No, sponsorship is mean that, okay, you define your version, and I'll rephrase that thing, because that's very important element for who are listening. What does this actually sponsorship mean is? Yes.
Yes. So sponsorship mean, there's a certain ways you can come Australia, just like immigration. You got 491 or 190 direct PR, but there are some other ways, like just employer sponsor visa.
Yes.
Sponsorship means employer sponsor visa,
Yes.
in which the employers states that I need a skilled worker. Okay, and I am facilitating him for the visa purpose. So definitely in that case, cost has to bear by the employee, the working person or the candidate interested for the sponsorship. But employer is facilitate the employee about granting the visa. There's a different step. So this is about the sponsorship, but definitely employee has to bear the cost, all the costs regarding the visa, regarding that our process and your tickets, your stay, and even your exam fees. That employee has to pay all. But when you get the sponsorship, there are two streams, 407 and 494. So 407 is relatively very quick. If you want to, your caps is getting expired and you want to come quickly, then you can opt for the 407. 494 takes a longer time, but it leads to direct PR after 3 years. So both has different limitations and benefits, but that's the way how sponsorship works.
No, thank you, Shahbaz, for explaining that, because people in Pakistan or India or many other places, they understand when word of sponsorship come, that means everything is covered, even including your air ticket as well, including your exam fee as well. So that's something I just thought maybe we can discuss that and clear that whoever was watching, especially those ladies who was watching, that they have asked this question yesterday. So I called them and explained that sponsorship means that a company is agreeing to select you, and their company is approved by Australian government to bring people from overseas. So that's a part that company need to register and pay the fee. So that is the company expense, and then the rest that employee has to understand and cooperate and buy their own ticket. If they want to come with the family, sponsorship visa allowed to bring the family as well, as you come here with the family. That's very significant importance. You can work and come along with the family. You don't have to leave your family back home. Yes, so that's very important. Anything further you want to say about your job that you're working and how you find Australia?
Yes, yes. About visa, I want to add one more thing.
Yes.
Is that it only not you who has the working rights, full working rights, but your spouse also get the working rights.
Yes, that's really good. Yes.
Yes. So, it's not like you have to bear if you are bringing the family, you are the only person who has to bear the expense, but your spouse can also contribute by working part-time. It's usually 40 hours fortnightly. So that's also very helping.
And in your case, your wife is also as a working lady here in Coober PD, right?
Yes, exactly. She is working, and it's a good benefit for me also, to manage the family. It's a very good.
Manage the family, and maybe you can save money. I don't know, but your living style depend on that. But being a second person working in the family, that's a huge support, huge peace of mind, because when you're working as an intern, the wages are not that high. But when you become a pharmacist, then your wages go drastically up here.
Exactly. You are very right. Exactly. So about working in Australia, yes, it is a very good experience because what I say over here and what I see and experience is that everything is streamlined. Everything is according to policy, procedures, and standards. It's not like that you are deciding by yourself. There's a no rule or regulation like that, but it's everything is streamlined. There's some process, and once you arrive in Australia, everything goes streamlined. Just like you have to enroll yourself with some organization offering the internship, just like I myself and a lot of people enroll with a guild. Okay, they have a very comprehensive internship training program. They guide you that at what step you have to do and what are the requirements, how do you carry your internship, how you complete your assignments, your presentations and different tasks, how you are current stay update with the current updates, news, just like all process, and how you are learning on site about the practical experience you are doing in the pharmacies. You are involved in dispensing. You are involved with the patient about the over-the-counter medication dispensing. Different extensive role of pharmacists is really practiced over here in these terms in the community pharmacies. So that is a very good and comprehensive system of pharmacy which works very well. Okay, so about one more, yes, sir.
Can you elaborate about your intern training program and APRA provisional registration? Because that's something very important for others to know, because if they're planning their career, they only know that they need to come and work as an internship. They feel that is free work, no pay, no salary will give, or no salary will receive. And they also worried about the oral exam, which is in the end of this in traineeships. So they only know these few things, but you need to tell a little bit in the middle as well. So what are the important things they need to do?
Yes, exactly. So very good point raised by Sir Irfan. Yes, first of all is just once you have passed your KAPS and PT or IELTS exam, you have to enroll, register yourself with the APRA. APRA is the Australian Health Practitioner Body, in which your internship program or the pharmacist licensing program, you have to be registered. That's a legal body. So first of all, the registration with APRA, you can start straight away after passing KAPS and PTE, and you should start this one from your home country. That will save your time. Okay, you have to go to the APRA website, make your account. You have to provide your KAPS pass document, other PTE exams, and other letters, good standing certificate from your home country. And once you apply and pay their fees like that, you got the principal approval. That's the first step toward your licensing process, intern training program process. So when you get the principal approval, it means your basic qualification requirement are met, and these are acknowledged by the APRA. Okay, so what's the next step is just you have to join your internship. So that internship program, definitely you have to find some location in the community pharmacy or the hospital, but definitely there are a lot of position. I can say 90% position are occupied by interns do in the community pharmacy. So this is the next step. So once you find a intern position in Australia, so that is the next step. Then you will again liaison with the APRA to enroll yourself and your preceptor to start your internship program. That is about how does the APRA work, because after granting the acceptance from APRA, final acceptance about your internship, then you start working in a community or hospital pharmacy, and then your interns are started. Currently, interns need to complete 1575 interns or to be granted eligible to pass the both exams and get their general
1500 hours are little less hours than the normal hours, than the normal usual hours, which are 1820 or 1800 hours, which mean that COVID has reduced the internship hours. So Shahbaz, in your case, like, did you calculate that? You said you're working from 8 months. How many months that will take you to complete this 1500 hours that you can become a pharmacist? That's a very important question in terms of month, because many people ask me that, can we complete the internship rather than 12 months? So what is your calculation? When is your hours will be completing?
Yes, my hours will be completing the start of July.
Okay.
Yes.
And yes, what is the duration? Is it 10 months or 11 months? What is the total numbers of month?
Around 11 months.
11 months.
And usually for an intern who works normally, 40 to 45 hours per week, yes, they can complete theirs or around easily in 11 months, because there are public holidays. Sometimes pharmacies definitely are closed, so you don't have to count this one.
So that's maximum very important point, because quite a many pharmacists ask this question in our chat group, because we have pharmacy groups with 400 different types of groups. We have nearly 800 people with us. They ask many questions. So because we are doing this live chat, I asked this question from you as well. I explained that, but when they will listen from a person who's working in that scenario, they will understand more easily. So that's very good, valid point. Yes, what else you want to say?
Yes, and one typical and critical point is regarding that once you have finished your 80%, 75% of the intern training or you completed, you can sit for the written and oral exam. Okay. So that is a very tricky thing. You should plan yourself landing Australia if you have a limited 407 visa. That once you complete your 75% of the hours, which take around 7 months to complete, 7 to 8 months, then you can sit for your written and oral exam. That's a basic requirement to sit for the exam. So once you start you start your internship, you can sit for the written and oral exam. And once you start working, you should start preparation for this exam also, so that you can do it comprehensive at the required time.
Okay. Anything else you want to share, and adding anything point which can be beneficial for any pharmacist who going to be starting his journey in Australia and later on? What things you can tell?
Yes. Yes, one more thing I would like to elaborate, which I experienced over there, which I have never an idea about when I was in Pakistan. That it's also a critical point that which state of Australia actually are you going to do your internship? Okay, because internship and you are definitely your wages around less. It's for $26 something per hour. That's a good thing. All the people should have idea that it's paid at least $26 per hour, and if you work even 40 hours per week, then in the end approximately you are earning $4,000 per month. That's a good one. That's very good. If you are alone, then easily you can manage in any Australian cities. But if you are in big cities like that, in Melbourne or Sydney, then it may be difficult for you to survive with the family. Alone you can manage, but with the family it's difficult to stay with this cost in Melbourne or Australia. But the second
outgoings will be more, the rent will be more, and there will be chances for your wife as well, maybe less chances of more chances, I don't know. But in your case, your wife is working, that means that you have one earning coming in your capacity and your wife is bringing another capacity earning. So this is the good change for anyone who's coming from overseas and coming to, either they're coming from Dubai or either they're coming from Zimbabwe or even from Pakistan. And that earning, that I think your example is a very ideal example. That's why I emphasize on the earnings as well, because this question is asked by many UAE pharmacists, because their salaries are very high. They think that they are living in heaven, and when they come to Australia, they think that we're going to be living in a desert or anything like low profile area, and they don't have Burj Khalifa here, or they don't have high rise building here. So they will think that, oh, my lifestyle will be compromised. But something you need to get like bigger benefit in terms of your family to be living in Australia. You will get a permanent residency, you will get a citizenship later on. So how confident you are for that future journey, how you feel at the moment you are in Australia as compared to any other person? What do you say about that?
Yes, I am very confident about that, because even in Pakistan, when I left from a job where I worked for 11 years and I was at the manager level and earning a very good salary over there, but still the attraction this sort of country have in long term, when you see, and in long term when you forecast for yourself and your children, definitely it outweigh the advantages you have. It's great experience. Moreover, when I see the South Australia, when I come here and experience the things over there and work in the regional area, South Australian states has different advantages which the other states do not have. It's relatively economical, rent are cheaper, there's rules and regulations are relatively friendly. Just like you can say your driving license, and you have the Pakistani or UAE based license, easily you can drive even for a year in South Australia with your Pakistani or Dubai based international driving license. Which does not, other states does not allow relaxation for this longer terms. So this is the advantages. Moreover, schooling for your kids, if you are with a family, schooling, you have to pay around $170 per year per kids for a whole public school, per kid. But in different Australian state, you have to pay monthly fees also. So that is also there are some advantages in South Australia. We have car registration renewal process is easy and economical as compared to other Australian states.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is the
driving license is easy. I think driving license. Have you done your driving license yet, or is it the most easiest part, Scuba PD, that you can get your driving license?
Yes, exactly. So me and my other colleagues also got the driving license just in their first attempt.
Oh my
while
God.
Others,
you got your driving license, Australian driving license, in 8 months. Have you got?
I have passed the theory test.
Okay.
I am just have to due next week for my final driving license test. So that's a due. So, but my other colleague, who appeared, they all pass in the first time. Even those who are new learner, they easily pass. So that has the advantages. Moreover, in South Australia, and when you are working in the regional area specifically, one more advantage is that you get that it's not very busy and occupied pharmacy. Just like you work in big names and big chains in big cities, they are very occupied. So now, what's the advantage is when you are working in not very busy pharmacy, you get a good time to interact, learn, discuss the things with your pharmacists, preceptors, and interact more comprehensively with the patients and customers also. So that is also advantages to working in the regional area, that your learning is more good and comprehensive. So that's I would like to share also. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, then thank you very much, Shahbaz, for coming. And I know it's a public holiday. You may have a plan for your family to take out somewhere in the playing area. I don't know. Is it hot in your area, or is it cold?
No, sir. Now from the last 2 weeks, it's getting cool and the weather is good now. And now today there is an Opal festival also in the Croatian club.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. So that Opal festival is on today.
Yes, there's a Opal festival in the Croatian club. Yeah, and different sorts of festival are going to start in Kubabidi right now because
Please
weather
take some
change.
photos.
So
It will be good memory for also that it will actually help others to know how a overseas pharmacist get mixed, because mixing with locals is very important. You need to tell them that you are here, what you're
yes,
doing, and introduce yourself, meeting with new people, making friends, taking the phone numbers, exchange the contact details. So they start making you part of the community. And that is something, one who's new, they need to take the initiative rather than the people who are there. And if they don't give you importance, then the feeling will come that, oh, Australian people are racist. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe they don't accept me. So is this the case in Cuba PD, or is it different for you?
no, sir. It's a very, very good experience. I would like to share that even my kids going to the school and going to the childcare, they have a great respect for each culture, religious and personal belief also. That's a good thing which I noticed aware when we went to the school and the childcare to get admitted of our kids. They ask in detail that what you eat, what you don't like, what your personal belief, what you want to avoid. Just like each the school administrator asks these things in detail, and they acknowledge and respect of each value. That's a great thing which I never again expected when I was in Pakistan. And even in their in exhibitions, in seminars, in different kids activities, they prefer to arrange the halal food. If I talk to in my town, there are only 5% of the person who are Muslim, but still they arrange all the food as the halal one, which each and everyone can arrange. So that's a great thing in
Yes, that's a
Australia.
great way. I think it wasn't like that in past. I know that it wasn't like that in past. In many years when we came here as a new, we need to explain a lot of things. But this is amazing that what you just said, that your kids are getting halal food at school parties or a school function. That's super good. And anyone who want to come to Australia, either they want to come to any state. I think now Australia is much multicultural as compared to 20 years back. And you have provided the evidence, and you can see that Pharmacy Guild President Chen Tomey has greeted all the Australian Muslims, all the Australian pharmacy workforce. He greeted in a very nice message, if you notice that in the start of the month, where he providing that if you need any help during your fast, about your medicine, if you are fasting for your blood pressure, for your insulin, go and talk. The pharmacist, a Muslim pharmacist or pharmacy assistant working in Australian pharmacies. And so that's a very good welcoming gesture by him. And also Prime Minister of this Australian new Prime Minister, Mr. Albanese, and all the premiers also wish everyone, because they also wish other religion activities as well. But when we see as a Pakistani or as a Muslim people, then it gives them a hope that, oh, Australia is a country, is a friendly country, right? And we can make this country as a home. And how about the peaceful? यहाँ कोई झगड़े वगड़े होते हैं, यहाँ कोई मोबाइल स्नैचिंग वगैरह देखी है आपने कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अंदर अभी तक कोई?
No, sir, not yet. And I never saw or listen about that. Yeah, even gate of the homes are open. All the day. You are parking your car in any place like that. So there's nothing like that. It's totally very peaceful. Yeah.
Okay.
Even when you are driving through regional highways, so for hundreds of kilometers, you don't have any shops and anything like that, but still, and you are even driving, I saw females alone, but there's no risk like that or threat, even people driving throughout the night, but it's totally safe.
ओके, उसके बाद थोड़ा सा उर्दू में बात करेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे दोस्त जो होते हैं ना, कभी कभार जब वो हम अंग्रेजी में बात कर रहे होते हैं ना, तो वो थोड़े से अनॉय हो जाते हैं, कहते हैं यार ये पाकिस्तानी है, ये अंग्रेजी भी क्यों बोले जा रहे हैं, अंग्रेजी का जान क्यों नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो उनका जो कंसंट्रेशन लेवल होता है ना, वो लूज हो जाता है, वो शायद बंद करके भाग जाए। तो हम थोड़ा सा उर्दू में बात कर लें ताकि उनको फ्रेंडली लगे। तो ये बताएं कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जब आते हैं तो ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस और गाड़ी चलाना बहुत जरूरी है मेरे ख्याल से, मैं बिलीव करता हूँ। तो आप क्या कहते हैं उस बारे में?
गाड़ी डेफिनेटली आपके नहीं ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस लेने की बात करेंगे, गाड़ी
नहीं,
ड्राइविंग
जब
करने की।
गाड़ी आपको राइट मतलब गाड़ी चलानी आती हो, ये ना कि आप पाकिस्तान से आ रहे हैं या दुनिया से कहीं से भी आ रहे हो और ये समझें कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट पर ये मैं सारी जिंदगी गुजार दूंगा, तो दैट्स नॉट राइट आई थिंक। क्योंकि
जी
एम्प्लॉयर्स जो होते हैं वो चाहते हैं कि फार्मेसी वाले जो हैं वो खुद से गाड़ी चला के आए, ना कि उनको उनके घर वाले छोड़ें, या उनके अगर वो लेडीज हैं तो उनके हस्बैंड उनको छोड़ें। तो ऐसा अगर होने लग जाए तो फिर मजा नहीं आता और कभी कभार देर हो जाती है काम पे। तो गाड़ी चलाना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ये पॉइंट, उसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे? आप तो गाड़ी चलाते हैं, आपके पास गाड़ी भी है, आपने खरीदी भी है गाड़ी यहाँ पे, तो उसके बारे में कुछ
जी
बताएं लोगों को।
एग्जैक्टली ऐसे ही है, गाड़ी तो बेसिक नेसेसिटी हमारे यहाँ पे। और उसमें आपने जरा पता, आप प्रेफर करें कि पाकिस्तान से अपना ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस लेके आए, प्रेफरेबली जो 3 साल पुराना है, तो अब
ओके।
आपको उसमें यहाँ पे इंटरनेशनल ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस मिल जाएगा और आप उस पर चला सकेंगे।
ओके।
अगर आपके पास नहीं है तो फिर डेफिनेटली आप खुद अकेले गाड़ी नहीं चला सकेंगे, आपको इनिशियली यहाँ पे पहले थ्योरी टेस्ट पास करना पड़ेगा और किसी की सुपरविजन में आपको गाड़ी चलाना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, आप वो खुद अकेले गाड़ी नहीं चला सकते अगर आपके पास 3 साल से पुराना पाकिस्तानी ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं है। ठीक है, तो और नेक्स्ट बात आती है कि गाड़ी की नीड, वो डेफिनेटली बहुत रिक्वायर्ड है। आपने कहीं पे भी जाना है, आप पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट या उबर वगैरह, वो बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्ट का आपको बियर करना पड़ेगा, तो डेफिनेटली आपको ये बहुत
आप,
चीपर पड़ता है,
आपकी
अफोर्डेबल
मिसेस
है।
गाड़ी चलाती हैं, आपकी वाइफ गाड़ी चलाती हैं या अभी वो नहीं चला रही?
सर वो अभी लर्नर परमिट में है,
ठीक है,
तो
ठीक है।
अभी वो
आपकी
सुपरविजन में
आपकी ख्वाहिश है कि वो भी गाड़ी चलाएं ताकि वो भी इंडिपेंडेंटली बच्चों को छोड़ दें और अपनी जॉब पे जहाँ जाना है वो चली जाएं?
डेफिनेटली हाँ, उसका तो बहुत एडवांटेज है, क्योंकि डेफिनेटली आप जब यहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं तो आप ये तो नहीं पॉसिबल कि हम लीव लेके शॉर्ट लेके आप फार्मेसी से बार बार अपने किसी को पिक करने ड्रॉप करने लेके।
ओह
एज
यस।
पर आप फार्मेसी से 5 o'clock 5:30 पे फ्री होते हैं। अब आपके बच्चे स्कूल से अगर फ्री हो गए हैं लेट्स सपोज, या आपकी फैमिली ने, वाइफ ने जॉब पे जाना है या वापस आना है, ब्रेक है, तो आप तो इस तरह बहुत ही ऑक्युपाइड और इस तरह हो जाएगी, मिसमैनेज हो जाएगा।
जी जी, और मैं समझता हूँ कि जब दो लोग काम कर रहे हो, हस्बैंड और वाइफ दो लोग काम कर रहे हो, तो घर में ना एक गाड़ी काफी नहीं होती है, आपको फिर एक ना एक दूसरी गाड़ी रखनी पड़ती है। भले एक थोड़ी सी लेस प्राइस में गाड़ी रख लें, तो वो गाड़ी रखनी जरूरी होती है।
एग्जैक्टली ये बिल्कुल ऐसे, एक आप अच्छी गाड़ी रखने, और अगर आप सेकंड आपके पास अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते तो आप एक छोटी को
छोटी गाड़ी
अरेंज।
रखनी है, मतलब कि वो जस्ट ग्रोसरी तक जाने के लिए, जॉब तक जाने के लिए। लेकिन गाड़ी अच्छी होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी सी स्ट्रांग गाड़ी होनी चाहिए। हाईवे पे सेफ्टी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है उसकी वजह से। तो मैं सबको ये कहता हूँ कि जब आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया आ रहे हो तो मेक श्योर कि आपके पास कुछ पैसे हों, जो आप एक रीजनेबल एसयूवी टाइप की गाड़ी खरीदें, तो कि वो आपको ना सेफ्टी आपको बहुत मिलती है गाड़ी के अंदर। क्योंकि हाईवेज जो है ना वो बड़े अनप्रिडिक्टेबल होते हैं यहाँ पे, और हम नहीं चाहते कि कोई हादसा हो जाए किसी के साथ। तो गाड़ी गाड़ी चलाना स्किल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एवरीवन हु इज लिसनिंग, एंड मेक श्योर कि आप इतनी दूर आ रहे हैं, अपने फ्यूचर के लिए आ रहे हैं, तो यू स्पेंड सम मनी टू बाय अ बिट स्ट्रॉन्गर कार और बिगर कार दैट एक्चुअली सेफर प्रोफाइल, सेफ्टी प्रोफाइल ज़्यादा होती है उन गाड़ियों में। तो शहबाज, थैंक यू वेरी मच। और कुछ कहना चाहेंगे जाने से पहले? के बताना चाहेंगे
मेरे ख्याल से
लोगों को, क्योंकि बाहर से लोग बहुत देख रहे हैं इस वक्त। और
जी जी
आपकी जो वीडियो है मेरे ख्याल से एटलीस्ट 100 300 400 लोग जरूर से देखेंगे। तो आपके पास मौका है, अगर आपके दिल में कोई ऐसी बात है जो आपको लगता है कि यार ये बात मैं अगर बता दूं किसी को तो उससे ना बड़ा फायदा हो जाएगा किसी का, तो जो भी समझते हैं, जो भी है कि कोई भी बात हो, कैब से रिलेटेड हो, कोई से भी, या पर्सनल लाइफ की रिलेशन, कोई भी एक्सपीरियंस हो, वो बता सकते हैं।
इसमें एक तो मैं ये चीज रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा सबसे कि जो लोग कैप्स के प्रोसेस में ऑस्ट्रेलियन इमिग्रेशन का सोच रहे हैं, कि वो अपना कैप्स और पीटी के एग्जाम, इन चीजों को जल्दी एज सुन एज पॉसिबल करें,
ओ
क्योंकि
यस।
डेफिनेटली ऑस्ट्रेलियन इमिग्रेशन वक्त के साथ साथ इनके रूल रेगुलेशन और हेल्थ
चेंज हो
केयर
जाते हैं।
हर प्रोफेशन की डिमांड चेंज होती रहती है। तो जो भी कर रहा है प्लान, लेट्स सपोज अगर वो आज से भी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कैप्स के लिए प्लान कर रहा है, तो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन सबमिट के लिए, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन असेसमेंट के लिए जब स्टार्ट करें तो साथ ही आप कोशिश करें अगले 1-1.5 महीने में आप पीटी का एग्जाम पास कर लें।
बहुत जबरदस्त बात की आपने, बहुत जबरदस्त। क्योंकि अभी कॉन्सेप्ट ये है कि सब लोग कहते हैं यार एग्जाम करेंगे उसके बाद पीटी करेंगे, व्हाई नॉट यू जस्ट डू इट। सो आपका केस रेडी हो, आप सीधा स्टेट नॉमिनेशन डालें और एग्जाम सेंटर खुल गए। अगर पाकिस्तानी ऑडियंस को बताएं तो पाकिस्तान के लिए तो एग्जाम सेंटर 2 और शुरू हो गए, 3 हो गए। हम चौथे कराची के लिए भी बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन दैट्स वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट कि जस्ट डू इट, डोंट थिंक एनीथिंग एल्स। क्या ख्याल है आपका?
एग्जैक्टली यही। और जब आप पीटी से फ्री हो जाते हैं, अगले आप यूजुअली 3 to 4 मंथ्स में आप इजीली कैप्स का आप एग्जाम दे देते हैं। और अभी जैसे मैं सुन रहा हूँ कि बहुत ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट इंटरेस्टेड हैं एग्जाम देने के लिए, तो आपको वैकेंसी मिलती नहीं है, इवन के सिंगल डे में आपकी सारी स्लॉट बुक हो जाती है। तो आप टाइमली बुक करें एग्जाम्स को और वेल टाइम प्रिपेयर करें, ताकि एक्चुअली इसका जो बेनिफिट है ना वो आपको ले सकें। अदर कि अगर आपने years लगा दिया, 1 साल भी लगा दिया, तो आपको नहीं पता कि 1 साल बाद पॉलिसी क्या होगी,
क्या
फिर
होगी?
आपकी सारी आपको
कहीं
तो
ऐसा
फिर
वक्त ना आ जाए जो शहबाज के टाइम में था, जब शहबाज अप्लाई कर रहे थे, कोई वीजा कुछ नहीं था ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए, आपको सिर्फ एक रास्ता पता था कि यार कोई एम्प्लॉयर मुझे 407 दे दे तभी मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया आ सकता हूँ। तब भी आपने उस टाइम में अपना हौसला नहीं छोड़ा और आपने कोशिश करते रहे और आज आप काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। ठीक है, आप तो उस वक्त के पुराने खिलाड़ी हैं, पुराने पापी हैं आप समझे। इस वक्त तो वीजा वगैरह जो है वो इतना ईजी प्रोसेस खुल गया है कि भाई आपको, जो फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स हैं उन्होंने तो कभी सोचा नहीं था कि हम यूनिवर्सिटी से निकलेंगे, हमको 3-4 साल काम करना होगा रिटेल वीटेल के अंदर लो सैलरी के ऊपर पाकिस्तान में, फिर कैप्स पास करेंगे, फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया आएंगे। अब तो सब कुछ वेव हो गया है। वो कहते हैं कि एग्जाम पास करो, नो एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर, विक्टोरिया आ जाओ और वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया आ जाओ अपने ओन पे, ना स्पॉन्सर एम्प्लॉयर चाहिए ना कुछ चाहिए। तो इस वक्त तो प्रोसेस आसान है। तो अगर आपने अभी नहीं किया ये प्रोसेस स्टार्ट, तो आई डोंट थिंक एनी अदर मोटिवेशन फैक्टर विल हेल्प यू। क्या ख्याल है आपका?
एग्जैक्टली सर, 200% करेक्ट। कोई टाइम फैक्टर ऑस्ट्रेलियन इमिग्रेशन में ये चीजें बहुत मैटर करती हैं। तो बेस्ट चीज है आप एज सुन एज पॉसिबल अपनी चीजों को क्लियर करें, ताकि आप नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे मूव ऑन हो जाए।
बिल्कुल। चलिए, थैंक यू शहबाज, हम क्लोज करते हैं सेशन को। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और आपको भी मैं ये लिंक भेज दूंगा, तो आप अपने दोस्तों को भेजें। हमने एक कोशिश की है कि फार्मासिस्ट जो पाकिस्तान में हैं उनको हम ये फ्री एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करें और फ्री कैप्स का हेल्प करें इम्तिहान वगैरह की। बहुत सारे एकेडमीज जो है ना वो इस वक्त पैसा कमाने के लिए जंप इन हुए हैं इस मुहिम को अपने फायदे के लिए। तो हम चाहेंगे कि आप भी उसको मैसेज को दें। हमारे जो हमने एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया था कि उसमें जो भी आ सकता है फार्मासिस्ट वो आ जाए, और जो सीरियसली कैप्स की असेसमेंट कर लेते हैं तो वो हमारे स्टडी ग्रुप में आके स्टडी करें, 3 महीने में इम्तहान पास करें और वीज़ा अपना अप्लाई करें। तो क्या ख्याल है आपका? आप उसमें हाथ बटाएंगे हमारा?
एग्जैक्टली श्योर, व्हाई नॉट, आई विल बी इट विल बी ग्रेट फॉर मी। यस श्योर।
चलें, ठीक है। थैंक यू शहबाज। ओके, टेक केयर, एंजॉय योर टाइम विद योर फैमिली, डे ऑफ। ओके, टेक केयर।